Hi there, it's Micha, it's week 2. Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in finding out what happens this week, you are in the right place. And I can let you know that it is a little bit difficult this week. So, here we go. It's week 2 of me losing it, and here I am at almost the top of Mount Insolana, a very small mountain created out of rubble artificially back in the day. Completely out of breath and also sweating. Not really a steep incline, but if you are just at the start of getting back in shape, then the slightest amount of work will come with a lot of sweat. So after losing 2.6 kilogram last week in week 1, which comes down to roughly 5 pounds, I guess the second week might be a little bit harder because the body in the first week, that is my experience, is a little bit confused about things that you changed in your ways of doing things. But in the second week, I guess it kind of expects it, and so it will get a little bit tougher, but I will keep you updated. Monday was a bank holiday, but I didn't get much done because I was concentrating on editing the video from week 1, which turned out quite a catastrophe because I had to deal with a lot of issues with the iPhone footage that was recorded in HDR with Dolby Vision, and editing this in Premiere Pro is quite tricky, but I hope this week is working better. It's Tuesday and I'm out on another quick stroll. I guess this one will come down to about an hour. I am back in the park where last week it started to rain like terribly. But today it's really nice weather. The sun doesn't come down too hard, but it's still quite warm, so ideal weather for having a quick little stroll. I plan to go quickly shopping afterwards to top it off, because I need some more meat, lean meat to eat, so I can also keep up the diet as I plan to do. And there's also a small pond where I saw some cute little ducks. And while doing a little camera pan, this is when I spotted a heron. I hope I'm not boring you, but I think you can never see enough footage of cute ducks. And on another small pond, I found a loner duck, which reminded me a little bit of myself. But then seeing this little lone wolf duck catching up with the rest of his group was quite uplifting. And at another small pond, I came across some frogs that were giving a small concert. A very small pond, and you see not a single duck inside. So I guess frogs and ducks don't really mix. I soon decided to head home, which seems to be a good idea because the sky doesn't look that friendly. Just for a quick grocery shopping trip. Because I need my meat. And well, guess what? They had asparagus again. Yesterday was Wednesday and I didn't get much done because I was waiting on a delivery, which is this new camera that should help me film a little bit more conveniently without the hassle of dealing with Dolby Vision on the iPhone. I mean, in retrospect, I guess I could have just switched off HDR on the iPhone and got a selfie stick. But sometimes you need to get yourself a little treat, right? I had a very nice meeting with my team colleagues from work today, and we literally talked about the universe, life and everything. And afterwards I fell asleep on my couch for half an hour. So here I am trying to catch at least the last ray of sunshine for today.
So when there's only little time, I usually just head out to the small pond nearby, where you can actually also see some ducks.
But it's really just a very, very small place. So this, what I just show you, basically is it. And you can walk some circles around it, which I will now do for the remaining sunlight today. It's Friday and the week is almost over. I called it a day at 5 o'clock, logged out of my computer and took a walk. So I'm back in the small park that I was on Tuesday, I think, where I spotted the heron and where I also found a small pond where a lot of frogs were quaking. Quaking? Quawking? I don't know. I noticed that there is a small pocket in this park that I have never bothered to look at. And now here I am, sitting down for a change and not walking, because even though walking is more healthy than sitting around, I guess sometimes you just have to sit down and take in the beauty of nature, especially if it looks like this.
Otherwise, what's the point, right?
So, by the way, my diet also seems to be working quite well. I have no idea if I will lose the same amount of weight this week that I did last week, but I know for sure that walking helps and that I feel quite healthy. My go-to meal right now is having just some potatoes, either with sour cream or with a light sauce, and then served with a nice lean piece of meat, which in my diet program doesn't have that much points. Potatoes don't have points at all, which seems to be a trap, but I will see how that works out. Sometimes I just throw some eggs over it, either sunny side up or scrambled. If I combine it with potatoes and if I fry those potatoes, then I like it more with the sunny side up. And then just drench the potatoes in the yolk, which gives it quite a nice taste. Oh, and by the way, even though the park is quite small, I counted like 3 little ponds where you could find ducks and another 2 where you could find frogs. One of those is right here, though the frogs are at the moment quite calm because a lot of people are staring around and trying to find them.
And yes, I know this includes me.
It's Saturday and yesterday I stayed up so long that today I really woke up quite late in the day. So I opted to just get some grocery shopping done and call it a day in regards of walking. It should be quite fine actually, since yesterday on Friday my walk turned out to be like almost 90 minutes long. So I should have done my quota for this week. While grocery shopping, of course, I couldn't resist and again bought myself some asparagus and had a nice meal today, which directly translated into me having almost half of the points that I could use today unused. So let's see if that is showing tomorrow when I have to step on the scales. But maybe I take some of those points today still. The day is young, the night is young. So let's see what comes up. It's Sunday and today is the day I have to step on the scales. And something completely strange happened today because I stepped on it and was quite happy, losing over 1.5 kilogram. But then I stepped on it again because I'm used to my scale being not 100% exact. So usually I have like 100 or 200 grams plus minus, so I need to step on it like twice or 3 times to get a definite result. So I did it again and suddenly I've gained weight, and that was weird. Then I stepped on it again and it couldn't even decide where to go. I stepped on it like 10 or 12 times and it seems to be coming down to roughly half a kilogram lost, which is a solid pound. Not what I've expected. I guess it would have been overreaching if I would have expected another 2.6 kilogram, but I would have gone with like a kilogram because that is usually what you are aiming for if you want to lose weight healthy and in a solid speed, not too fast, not too slow. So what I have to do now is getting a new scale, so to make sure that next week's results are more accurate and that the results in general will get more accurate over time. So that's the plan. For now, I can just say it should be roughly a pound that I've lost, which might be fair because I ate a lot of vegetables, which of course had a lot of water, especially yesterday. So maybe that is still with me, so it might be a correct result. But again, it's not satisfying to say it should be when a result can be more definite. So that's me for today. See you next week.